Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. There was a few things I wanted to talk to you about today that are important and interesting. The first is that the crypto loan platform Nexo has added XRP as a collateral option. And this goes to what I've been talking about a lot, which is how there will be all sorts of investment products that will be hatched out of digital assets and loans. I mentioned that Uphold was going to begin to pay interest on your XRP holdings there. And so this is just yet another company that's adding this type of platform. But I was going to show you for a second kind of the way this will work. This is Nexo. And it's nexo.io for those of you that want to go check it out. But if you look at their site, they have an app, and basically what you'll do is you can deposit your crypto assets. They've just added XRP, so now you can deposit XRP in there. The loan becomes instantly available, no credit checks. Spend money instantly. They've got a credit card, and there's no minimum loan repayments, no hidden fees. But anyway, you actually get a loan instantly. Think about this. The middleman has been taken out because the digital asset is what it is. It's on that platform, and then it's like, here you go. Here's how much money that you can borrow against this. And as long as your digital assets are sitting there, you're able to do that. But this is not something that I'm going to do, and it's probably not something that you're going to do, or it might be. But the point is I wanted to show you how the world is about to change. Middlemen are being taken out. I keep talking about this. All this decentralized talk that we hear about many times, that word goes over people's head. They don't even know what that's about. But the fact that these digital assets are decentralized is everything, because it is a symbol of the middlemen being taken out of the equation. And that is why this is so important. And this is just one more example of an investment product that's coming out and has come out that is related to this decentralization. Moving along. This is big, okay? I pulled this article's from Fox Business, okay? And the guy that they had on, the guy they were interviewing, was from Morgan Creek Capital Management CEO, Mark Yusko. And what they were talking about the Fidelity announcement and the fact that Fidelity had opened Fidelity Digital Assets. And there was a couple of things that Mark Yusko said in here that I thought were just so important. He's telling you in this article exactly, almost word for word what I've been saying about how this is the first time in my lifetime that there's a new asset class which is going to open up a whole new option to the trillions of dollars that are moving across the world in all of the other asset classes. And I've mentioned stocks, bonds, gold, silver, real estate. All of a sudden, you have a new asset class that is moving in the direction of you have all of that money, and then this new asset class is showing up. And in my opinion, and in the opinion of Mark Yusko, and what they're saying in this article, is that it's kind of like the perfect storm, because the stock market has been on a 10-year false bull run created by leaving interest rates artificially low and printing money and going into massive debts around the world. It's been a complete mirage. And he believes, as I've said all along, that we're about to head into he just said bear market. I believe it's bear market on steroids injected daily all year long. I believe what we're about to see is something that people haven't ever seen before. Well, he said, as I've said, in conjunction with that same thing, you're going to have a new asset class that is, in my opinion, about to enter a bull market, and in his opinion, about to enter a bull market. So let me read to you a few of his quotes from this article. He says, "We think that the equity markets are at the beginnings of a bear market." He told Fox Business Maria Bartiromo on Tuesday. "We think the crypto market is the beginning of a bull market." And then they talk about how the 72-year-old firm, which manages $7.2 trillion in client assets, launched a business dubbed Fidelity Asset Services on Monday. And then Mark Yusko says this. He says that is a huge development. And what it says is that a great wall of money, the institutional investors are coming for this asset. And it is the first alternative asset, really, in my career that delivers on the promise. Let me repeat what he said there. The institutional investors are coming for this asset, and, quote, it is the first alternative asset, really, in my career that delivers on the promise. In other words, he's saying this is the first new asset class in his entire career that is just sitting there with $200 billion in it, waiting on the world's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to come into it. It's just a matter of time. It's always been a matter of time. And guess which digital asset is the greatest digital asset ever created? XRP. And if you're listening to this, there's a good chance that you own some. And so feel great about where you sit. Okay. Moving along. I wanted to mention this. I had nothing to do with this, but I'm going to mention it because this person was nice enough to do this without my knowledge, and I'm humbled that they would be so kind and do something like this for me. I had mentioned a while back that I wanted to interview Brad Garlinghouse, and that I would fly to San Francisco to do it. And I'm going to fly to San Francisco to do it. It's just a matter of when. Brad's going to be on board with this. I know he will. So anyway, this person, and this is at crypto_ginger. And I thought this was a really cool idea. I should have thought of it myself. Hey, Mr. Garlinghouse, how many signatures would it take to have you do an interview with Digital Asset Buy, which is my Twitter handle, for his XRP community, asking for a friend? Help make DIA and Brad, and he's got #care too. I'm not sure what that is. But anyway, and then they put together a petition online at the petition site so that people could sign these. And so I at least owe Crypto Ginger putting this petition into the description of this video. So far it's at 121. Well, he's wanting to get to 10,000, and then maybe we can make this happen. That would be a pretty cool thing. And I would love to meet Brad Garlinghouse. And like I said on Twitter last night, I don't just believe that I'm going to interview Brad Garlinghouse. I think Brad Garlinghouse, as well as David Schwartz, will be in Liechtenstein with us one day, because I think that they're really good people. I don't think that they're just running a genius of a company, and I don't think that they just are helping move along the greatest digital asset ever created. I think that these guys are team players, and I think that they will completely be on board something like that. But I completely understand that they're busy these days. But here's what I'll say to Brad Garlinghouse. I've read, I can't tell you how many articles on Bloomberg that I have read that are anti-XRP, anti-cryptocurrency. If you're willing to do an interview with them, surely you're willing to do an interview with the digital asset investor, because I'm one of the good guys. Anyway, I'll put this petition into the description of the video. Lastly, don't forget, this is the only week, for this week only, they're having a 20% discount on the Ledger Nano S. You can get one in the description of every single one of my videos. It'll take you straight there, and you can buy one safely. It's normally $99.99, and they're giving it for $79.99 this week. And people have been buying these left and right, and that's a really good deal. When I first was going to get one, I was thinking that $100 price was a little steep too, but this is a great opportunity if you're wanting to have your digital assets stored in the safest way possible, which is the Ledger Nano S. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that the digital asset investor will see you in Liechtenstein. Thanks for listening.